Hello and welcome to our second little film about the Apple Tree Fair in Lisieux. I filmed this 28 years ago with my great friend Tim Bannerman, who's been writing the Cider Chronicles on this website. Tim and his wife Jill and their young family lived near Lisieux at the time, and so Tim, who was brilliant at French, took me all around and introduced me to some of the growers and the organisers. And all these years later, after having spent 20 years on a big rural daily newspaper writing a lot about farming and crops and agriculture and that sort of thing, what I'm left wondering is why on earth we've never had a fair like this here in the West Country. I mean, we are famous for our cider and our apples, and yet nothing like this fair exists, and as far as I know, perhaps never has existed. So why is it the Normans do it so much better? Apparently the fair goes on from strength to strength, or so Tim tells me. Surely it's time we British got a little bit more proud and proactive about our orchard fruits and about how we think about them and talk about them and rejoice in their flavours and the different ciders and other drinks they can produce. We just don't do it. It's high time we did. Later on in this little series of films, we'll meet some producers out in France who explain what they're all about. But in the meantime, I watched as Tim Bannerman set about buying some of his own trees for his orchard in a place called Tourdouet near Lisieux. Now Tim and Jill live in Herefordshire, where they're also planting an orchard and they're still making cider, and jolly good stuff it is too. But in the meantime, here's Tim negotiating and buying some trees 28 years ago in Lisieux.
They're all 90 francs, the tree, these ones. They've just got a foot draft and they're 5 years old. I asked him if he would do a special price for the sake of Somerset, but he's got his living to earn and I don't want to push him.
So when will they start producing apples?
In 2 years, there will be more fruit. But if you get a head graft, like those trees over there, which are more expensive, they will produce fruit more quickly. But I can't expect a good crop for at least 2 years. 80 centimetres by 80 centimetres up to the right of the graft. So that's got to be at the level of the graft. So we must plant them as soon as possible, really. And it says just in good terre végétale, which really means like a good compost or the top soil that's rich in fibre and kind of good stuff. Right. Yeah, the roots. This old car of ours is 30 years old and has seen a bit of life. I like to think of Jean Moreau at the white steering wheel.
Le premier de 5 ans.
D'accord.
Il y a 5 ans. Celui qui a 4 ans, c'est 80 francs.
Alors c'est 450 en fait.
Ça fait 9,45, oui. Ils sont beaux.
So it's 450 francs. Hurts. Never mind. We're going to have good cider.
Martini Lisieux. Je vous donne
14
avec un 0 de moins.
It's given me 50 francs with 1 0 less.
Bon, très bien. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
So there goes Tim, happy owner of some new trees in his beautiful Citroen car. A car which smoked a bit there, and also which the local French drivers were not too impressed with because they wouldn't let him out. Anyway, got home and I helped him plant those trees, and in the next little filmette we'll put up on this website we'll talk to some of those producers. All fascinating stuff, I think. Hope you've been enjoying them as well.